You are who you hang with. Do you agree or do you disagree? Before you watch this video, leave a comment and let me know if you agree or you disagree with the things I'm saying. And like the video if you like it. And at the end of it, if you still like it, then subscribe because I'm dropping videos every other day. The importance of your friends. You are who you hang with. Your circle of friends. Let's talk about it. Have you guys seen the Social Network movie? It's about the Facebook creator, Mark Zuckerberg. One thing I always noticed was, what if he went to like community college or something, right? He had this great idea of his. He came back after class and was like, guys, I got this idea. And what if they were just like, fuck it, let's go get some girls tonight. Let's smoke up. Let's drink up. Let's go party. Like, school's done. Why are you still talking about school work, right? He wouldn't have become a billionaire and social media wouldn't be what we know it as today, basically. It wouldn't be the same thing. It may not have even existed. It would still be MySpace and all those type of things, right? If you young heads know about that stuff. This just made me realize that you really are who you hang around. You have to have people around you who are on the same energy, who are matching your energy. You're not going to see one broke person hanging out with 4 millionaires or one super fit dude hanging out with 4 fat dudes because things just won't add up. Like, what are they going to eat? What are they going to talk about? What's the topic of discussions? What are they spending their time doing, right? Not to say you can't have certain friends. Everyone has to play their role. But when it comes to your core circle of friends and people that you're talking to every day and bouncing ideas off and telling them your plans and stuff like that, you really have to make sure they're on the same page as you. So what are some traits of good friends? Number 1, they support you. If you say you're doing something, anything really, to better yourself, they should be supporting you. They shouldn't be clowning you. They shouldn't be putting you down. They shouldn't be thinking, oh, he thinks he's better than me. Why is he trying to do that? None of that bullshit. They should be straight up supporting you 100%. So if you say, I'm gonna stop drinking. I don't want to drink anymore, guys. I'm done drinking. I'm quitting it. You make it public to them, your friends, which is your support circle. And if you go out and they're like, so you don't want a shot, man? You don't want a shot? You don't want to get a drink? Like, what is that? What is that? What kind of friend is that? You need a friend who you're going to be like, you know what, guys? Let me just get a shot quick. They're going to be like, no, you said you were not drinking anymore. So in our presence, you're not drinking anymore. Even if they don't understand what you're doing. Say I had a friend. I'm not into religion personally. If it makes you a better person, sure, that's cool, but I'm not really into it. But if I had a friend who's like, hey, I'm giving my life to God, I'm becoming Muslim, I'm becoming Christian, whatever, I would not clown them. Even though that's not what I would do. I would not clown them or nothing. I'd support them. I'd be like, you know what, whatever makes you a better person, and I would hold them accountable. So if sometime later they were going against something that goes against that, I would say, hey, listen, you came out publicly and said you were going to do this, so you should stick with that. You should stick with that. Otherwise, what's the point, really? Your friends should be helping you. A lot of people will say, oh, that's not my responsibility, but choosing to have someone around you and in your friend circle, or for me at least, choosing to have someone in my presence, not to seem conceited, but that's a gift. I don't need to have people around me. So if I'm going to choose to have someone around me, they got to step it up. Number 2, you need friends that'll challenge you and hold you accountable and really push you to be your best self. So if you're slipping, if you're getting out of shape, if you're getting too high or things are falling off, you know what I mean? You need friends who aren't going to make you comfortable with failure. You need friends who are going to call you out for that. Like, hey, listen, man, like, you got a belly going on, which I have a few friends that I'm thankful that they said like, yo, you're getting kind of fat. You look kind of fat. Like, you need to get in the gym. And it's like, all right, I do 100%. That's very true. You have to hold yourself accountable, obviously, and admit to your faults. That's the main one. That's what you're going to roll off, right? If no one's going to tell you that, then how will you know? And you'll just be more and more comfortable with failure and going in a steady decline, basically. You need high caliber friends. You need friends who are trying to help you level up, like how I'm trying to level up and how I'm trying to help you guys level up. You need people who will just always help you get to the next step. Like, hey, you're having a lot of problems with relationships. Here's a good book to read on relationships. Read this. It'll definitely help you out, help you gain perspective. I'm notorious for giving people books to read and they never read them or give them back, which to me is kind of like, if someone's trying to help you and you don't want to accept their help or do the steps needed to level up, then just shut the fuck up. Stop complaining about how you don't have enough money or you don't have a girlfriend or you don't have a nice car. Like, just shut up and accept your fate. Because someone's giving you the keys and you don't even have the strength and the confidence to use them, or the patience or the discipline to use these keys to escape from your situation. And really, people say, well, you can have different friends and you put them in their box kind of thing. So, okay, this is my friend. he doesn't like doing anything or whatever. He's just like screwing around. So I can just go hang out with him sometimes and just screw around. But that kind of leads to the topic of time is money. Time is money. It's actually more valuable because you can make up for lost money, but you can't make up for lost time. You have to be careful where you invest your time. You wouldn't invest $10,000 in some business that you knew was going to screw around and not do good. You would want to invest your business somewhere where you're at least making more, a little bit more at least than what you put in. Is that not true, right? So I look at time personally as the same way. That boils down to even conversations I'm having with certain friends and memes. Like, I had a bunch of friends who would send me just stupid, mindless content clips. And I had to make a post on my Instagram like, listen, if it's not about health, wealth, or something to help me level up in some way, shape, or form, do not send me this content. If I want to, I can go through mindless content myself. But for people to be sending that, like, I don't know if people really see it as deep as I see it. Like, what are you perpetuating with that? What is your intention? To get a little giggle out of me? Because what, do you assume that I'm just at home needing to be entertained? It's really the equivalency of like a little kid who comes up to me like, look what I could do, and does like some little stupid flip or something, and you're like, haha, yeah, that's cool. Like, that's how I look at some of those videos. You know, I had one friend, I told him, yo, stop sending me this dumb shit. I don't need to be entertained. My day is streamlined, it goes fine. I'm always trying to level up. If I have free time, I'm reading a book or I'm watching some type of video. I don't need to be entertained. I don't need these mindless content clips. And then the other day he was like, oh man, I had to send you this mindless clip. And I'm like, no, I told you I don't want to see that. And he's like, oh, just this one. And it's like, bro, like, what are you perpetuating? You see what I'm saying? Like, so just keep that in mind. And in general, stop sending people stupid fucking meme clips, okay? Like, stop just perpetuating being brain dead. Everyone, please. Now, I was out for a dinner with my friend the other day, and he was actually telling me, speaking of friends and circle of friends, he was telling me how, I think Mr. Beast is his name. He's like the top YouTuber out right now, or at some point he was. At the beginning of his career, when things started going off for him, I believe this is how it went from what I remember, he associated himself with a couple other top YouTubers, and they started a group chat, all of the top YouTubers. And every day they would just discuss with each other like, hey, you know, I posted this video, it did really good. I talked about this topic, it did really good. I did this like that. Just different brainstorming with a circle of friends all on the same energy, right? I mean, they surely do understand abundance. There's an infinite abundance of money and subscribers and fans. You never have to worry about someone else taking from you or anything like that. Like that type of mindset, the scarcity mindset, it's just a fail in itself. I'll do another video about that at another time. That's just another example of who you surround yourself can synergy. It's called synergy, right? If you're always trying to better yourself and you have another friend who's trying to better themselves and you guys get together and you're constantly not talking about other people, not talking about, you know, stupid things that don't matter, and not just caught up in like fantasy lands. Like you actually get together and really brainstorm like, all right, let's talk about business ideas and money and health. And, oh, you know, I started doing this new workout. It's really helping me out. You're just going to go flying up, flying up, flying up. And if you can't find friends like this, then stick to yourself. Stick to yourself and separate yourself from the friends who are not like that, and make space for friends like that to come in. Trust me, it'll happen. Like me, myself, lately I've just been in the zone. You know, I stopped smoking weed, so I'm not wasting no more time really. I've just been working out. I post a few workout videos, and I'll get friends to message me now who are in shape and trying to work out too. And they're like, hey, let's work out sometime. And, you know, now I have a buddy that I work out with. Now I have a gym partner, and I can go harder in the gym because instead of wasting my time just doing endless things or even just smoking, now I'm trying to level up. You are who you hang with. That's just the moral of the story that I'm trying to say here is you really are who you hang with. If you are one person who is an idea, you're a thinker, and you're with 4 negative naysayers, your ideas are just going to get dumped. You're going to put them out there and look for that spin of energy, and they're just going to dump it down, right? Like, hey, maybe I should do this idea. And if your friend's like, oh, listen, man, you're always coming up with these ideas and you don't really do anything and this and that. Like, just forget about it. Just forget about it, right? This, friend of mine one time, I remember I used to smoke cigarettes for 10 years and I was just quitting or trying to quit, which I'll make a video about how I quit too. It's a very interesting story actually. And she was like, you know what? You're always trying to quit and it never works. What's the point of trying anymore? It was a girl. And in that moment, I was like, why do I even talk to this person? Like, really, why do I even talk? Like, who says that? You're always trying to quit, but it never works. So stop trying. If people are like this, like just cut them off because they're just wasting your energy, they're wasting your time, and it's gonna have a negative effect on you. It really is gonna have a negative effect on you. That's it for this video. Real quick, you are who you hang with, and your friends have a huge importance. Not even just your friends, your family, your partner, I hope not to say, but anyone that you're spending your time with consistently and significantly is affecting you as a person. You're the average of the 4 people or 5 people you spend the most time with. I think that's the quote, the science behind it. You can Google that, or maybe I'll post a clip if I could find it. That's just to say you are who you hang with. So people, let's level up protocol. You know what's up. Like and subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe. I'm doing videos every other day. Leave some comments down there. Let me know what you want to hear topics on. If you agree with me, if you don't agree, if you think that, sometimes you need friends who are just downtime that you hang out with to keep you leveled or to keep you humble or connected. Let me know your opinion. I don't think that, but let me know if you do. We can discuss it. Level up protocol, be your best self.